Hey, my beautiful, powerful, brilliant Scorpios. Welcome to Scorpio Intuition. For those it's your first time, welcome. You're home. And for those that is not your first time, hey, family, welcome back. Okay, y'all. So today we're going to dive into this energy. I pulled the first four cards on the advice that Spirit should have for us. The first card that we have is failure. It says, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So Spirit is saying right now, if there's something that you feel that you have not been able to accomplish, or something that you wanted to accomplish more quicker, Spirit is saying at this time, do not beat yourself up. All right. And failure is only, well, just exactly what it said, an opportunity to learn something a different way. And failure only occurs if you do not continue to go after what you want. One thing about failure is that it teaches us how to do things in a different way. It teaches us to actually go in and strategize and how to maneuver through certain things. So even though it may seem like something isn't going the way you want to, Spirit says do not consider it as a failure, but consider it as an opportunity for you to find a better way to achieve your goal. The next thing we have is surrender. It says, I can release my need to control. Spirit says right now, it's time for you to release those. It's time to release the ideas that you may have had about how something should go. And that could be, and that could also be the cause of what you may think you're failing in, because you want control. You want it to work a certain type of way. And Spirit is saying, baby, things that you want can't happen the way you want them to happen, because you have to understand you have other things that are playing a part in getting what you desire. So it's like a lot of you guys, like, you wanted to become a millionaire by the time you hit 25. It didn't work. Why? You had a lot of things that you could have considered as failure, but it was like you had to critique what it was that you wanted. You had to become proficient in the avenue that you wanted to create those millions in. And then not just that, but so a lot of you guys, you have to surrender the idea that you were going to get it one way. See, a lot of times we be thinking that, okay, well, I'm gonna get my meal doing this, but then you realize, well, that ain't really what I want to do, and then you mess around and you go into something else, and then before you know it, you're like, okay, this is working. And so Spirit says you have to surrender thinking that something is going to go the way you desire to go. God says, look, I'm gonna do me through you, but it ain't gonna come the way you think it's gonna come, because if that's the case, then you would know all that you need to know. You hear me? You would need this divine guidance. So Spirit says we're in the need of needing to surrender, just surrendering to how we think things should go and how they should play themselves out. Because 10 times out of 10, the way Spirit want to do it is going to be grander than what you could have imagined. And then we have service. I feel good when I can help others. A lot of this Spirit is saying right now, a lot of you guys could be doing things to help other people. You could be giving back to your community. It's like you feel fulfilled when you are helping or giving your service to other people. Spirit also said that for some of you guys, that's where your millions of billions are coming from giving service to people that are in need. And this is where this passion comes in at. And then the last but not least card, Spirit says success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So I feel like right now, Scorpios, you are finding success in those things of service. It's like when you're giving back, you're starting to find success in those things. And I just want to speak for myself, because I can only speak from my own personal experience dealing with this failure. It's like I have many companies, many jobs, right? And it's like, but the one that's been, and it's like, it may have seemed like I was failing, because it's like each job, or each business that I started, it's like I needed to learn something else. So when I started another one, it's like I learned from the first one, and now I was able to implement more on this one. And then the next one I had, it's like each step got me further, right? And although for a lot of people could have thought, oh, Mercy, a failure, everything she tried is not working out. The thing is, God was creating different opportunities for me so I could learn them. You know what I'm saying? From scratch. I know it, and I had to surrender the idea that that I was a failure. Because I'm not gonna lie, you know, when you start up a couple of businesses and it's not like doing how you know you want it to do, yeah, you kind of getting that energy, okay, this is fucking up. You feel me, Mercy? But Spirit says once I had surrendered control and I have to say, well, what I'm doing right now, like I had to surrender to my authentic self. What do you mean, Mercy? See, I wouldn't have never got into this if I was worried about what other people thought. You hear me? And it's crazy because as I started to really be authentic and put myself out there for the world to see me, and I feel this is the best thing I ever done in my life, family. Being able to not only use the gifts that God gives me, but to actually help the world. When I tell y'all I feel like I'm a superhero, I do. Why? Because y'all be making me feel like I'm a superhero. I ain't gonna lie. This service thing, it brings me so much joy. Don't get me wrong, it's draining, y'all. It's draining. But that's the draining that I like. If I'm drained because I'm still being filled. You know what I'm saying? And the service that you're doing, Spirit says, when you're giving to others, you're creating opportunities for others to give to other people. So it's like we just keep exchanging this beautiful energy. And Spirit says, this is where your success is coming from. Your success is coming from you giving. You see, but it's not given from an empty place. Because the thing is, remember, we hold by ourselves now. See, back in the days when we was giving from an empty place because we was giving because we wanted somebody to give to us, give us love, give us satisfaction, give us truth is now, because we're whole, we know that we're full. So when I do give, it's giving from that true being of love. I'm really not expecting anything back when I'm giving like this. You see? But if it's like a relationship type of thing, then that's different. But you know, Spirit's saying right now, Scorpio, we walking into success. And it's because the service that you're giving to people. And Spirit says because we've learned to surrender those things that we cannot control, and we just keep pushing forward. And family, this keeps reminding me of a card. We have new beginnings. There's new beginnings starting for us, Scorpio. And Spirit is saying those new beginnings are going to bring about a different style of life. And Spirit doesn't want us to feel like we're not up to par because we made a mistake or something didn't go right. First of all, we are on a whole new level. You hear me? I don't know why this failure keeps sticking out to me, but Spirit says we're on a whole new level, family. And it's okay to make mistakes. How else are we going to get to this perfect being that we are designed to become, you know? So with that being said, Spirit saying surrender all of those negative thoughts, surrender those past images that you have of yourself, and whatever you're doing as giving service to other people, Spirit says do it in good heart, do it with a good mind, do it with a clean heart, like wanting to do it. And then right when you start falling in love with just giving back to everything and everyone, Spirit says that's when your success is going to come from. And people who saw you as a failure, they will see you as a success story. You hear me? A lot of you guys don't even understand that you guys are about to start. You are about to give birth to something so big. Your testimony is going to be so huge. Like, you're going to be the one, they're going to be like, dang, so-and-so, lucky, Scorpio, lucky than a motherfucker. You hear me? You are going to be the one that people going to look after like that. If it can happen for Scorpio, it can happen for me. Why? Because we done been through it all. We done been through our failures. We done had to surrender. Sometimes God had to put us in place where we ain't had no choice but to surrender. For real. Have anybody been to jail before? Am I the only one? Say what you want. I said what I said. You hear me? Sometimes God will sit your ass down somewhere and be like, now what you gonna do? You hear me? And it's all to break things down and bring it together stronger. A lot of y'all are starting to walk into your purpose. And a lot of your purpose was never what you thought it would be. You know, you never thought you'd be doing what you were doing. But it's bringing you so much joy. And not just that, but it's bringing joy to others. You are lifting the vibration of this world. We are creating a new earth. with our vibrations, family. And Spirit says, success is here. Scorpio, success is here. Like, we already did that failure shit. What was it? Just a mistake to make our better opportunity. Spirit says, it's time to be in this energy of joy. Be in a joyful spirit. Because you guys, you've been doing your job. And Spirit saying it's time for you to get acknowledged. You hear me? And I just want to say, like I said, I can only speak for myself, but what I do here, and for those that appreciate it, you just don't even understand how that makes me feel when I wake up. Like, God, I really feel great. I really feel, I know that I'm not alone. You know, even when I'm alone, I'm not alone. And not just that, but I'm just grateful that my abilities and the things that we share, we can come together. You know what I'm saying? So we know we're not separate. We're all in this together. And not just that, it's to shine light on our true abilities. See, this spiritual realm, we spiritual beings. We already knew that. But it's like they demonize who we truly were because they are afraid that we're going to stumble upon our knowledge that they tried to steal from us. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, Spirit is ushering me into doing things that I've never thought I'd do. And the thing is, you guys are a big part of it. And Spirit is saying, look, whatever you're doing, just do it from a pure heart. And if you're giving service to the world, the universe is going to give that, it's going to give it back to you. And we are successful in everything we do. So it's time to start knowing our worth, knowing what we are capable of. And let's keep pushing through, Scorpios, because the best is yet to come. I love y'all. Love y'all so.